Hey everybody, we are back with part 3 of week 2 of Role-Playing Presents Stars Without Number, here with the crew of the Iron Ferret. That's a lot of fucking words, isn't it? Anyway, everyone just boarded the ship. The captain has looked over everything. Is there anything you want to say before you guys head up to the bridge, or are you pretty much just giving them like the stink eye?
Not really. I just basically remind them that we barely have enough food to survive on our own, much less using a day's worth of a crewman's worth of rations every time we want to make a bottle of vodka.
Alright. I hear what you're saying, Captain. I won't do it without your permission.
But we still have like 24 bottles of vodka.
Hey, we have quite a few.
Make note that the still can run 1d4 bottles out of a day. And that requires 1 day's worth of rations, but it has to be all potatoes for the rations. So, that's the worst part.
Only if I'm making vodka, though, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, depending on what you're making.
Do we have juniper berries and sugarcane laying around?
What I'm saying, we need some gin.
Rum, gin, sugar. I stole all the sugar packets to make 4 bottles of rum.
I was going to make us a wee bit of plum wine, but there's something wrong with that planet. Warriors don't eat plums, apparently.
Katara, you don't eat plums?
Gonna say, well, I'm here. I eat anything that's put in front of me, but it's not something we waste our soil on.
Which makes me sad. There's no poetry.
Grow meat.
What?
Nothing.
We only grow meat.
And lemons, apparently.
You should see the cow tree.
There's no poetry on your planet. Plums. Plums are the essence of a warrior's soul.
Pretty sure you and me have a different opinion of warriors.
You got to get the prunes in.
Any other notes from the captain as they argue about the
I want to let them know that all of 100% of the finance for the ship has just come out of my pocket as far as refueling, whatnot.
So, do we have to pay dues or something then?
I mean, I'm not saying you have. Yes, I'd like to be paid back at least a little bit.
That seems fair to me. What cut are we talking about?
Well, I just paid 360 credits to resupply us just for enough to get to our next location.
Alright. 1% sounds fair to me. 36 credits. 3.6 credits, whatever.
So you just paid 360 credits?
Okay, are you guys planning on actually splitting the cost of the additional stuff? Is everyone agreeing upon that?
Yeah, aside from what was spent with the group fund.
Right, that was what I was going to ask. Colin, how much of that was group fund?
I had to use all the group fund and all of my fund.
So it's 160, and then I figure we'll reimburse him for his fund.
Yeah, so I spent 200 out of my.
So everyone owes you 50 credits.
All right, everybody lose 50 credits.
Yeah, I'm only gonna ask Katara for 25.
Sweet. I did get the discount. I'm pretty beastie. I'm just kidding, but thank you. I appreciate that.
So I now have 125 credits.
Also, in all fairness, I am saving it for a crusader weapon, so something real fancy to put on the ship. Just for the record. Because I want to shoot something big.
Kiva!
Because big is fun.
I just want to shoot something weird.
What are you saying there, Captain?
Kiva.
Aye.
Punch it in. Let's roll.
Alrighty then.
Oh god. I'm gonna sit down and hang on to something.
TV, you haven't been drinking, have you?
No, not in a while, Captain. We should be good.
Okay. I'll let you handle this one.
Alright. Let's see. I don't get any pluses then. But I can do a wee bit of a re-roll. Luckily, I'm an expert, you know.
We're gonna burn this one at the beginning of the hour.
We did last time, so.
Can I try and assist her before she rerolls?
No, the reroll has
No,
to be
because the
exact
reroll's
roll.
the exact same roll. It's
Alright.
like she looks at her numbers and goes, "Wait a minute," and then she tries them again, and then she does what she actually does.
And she gets...
Okay, you're not gonna die horribly.
Alright.
Okay.
Every time she does this, I just look and I just like...
You know what it is,
And then she
Captain?
hits the button and I look at her numbers and I'm like, okay.
Well, the worst thing is technically you don't know what the outcome is until you get there.
I guess that's true.
Basically, I've got to get my ship legs back again. So, when I come from being on land, I'm always a little wobbly on the first one.
Okay, so you guys will officially be 2-105, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me flip to page 7 in my notebook real quick so I can...
Is 105 what we're trying to get to?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, you guys just spent... this would be the end of your 42 days in space travel between the beginning. It is now February 11th.
Alright. February 11th.
3200. And as your ship enters the sector, where are you guys at? I mean, like, I assume as you guys enter a sector, you guys would all be on the bridge ready to kind of scout things out, or is that not true?
I'm assuming that would be true.
I'm on the bridge.
I would definitely be there. You know, set like a timer.
Right.
I would be laying in the cargo netting.
Did you make a cargo netting hammock?
I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of like hung up slightly or something.
Right, you just have to tie the other side off to something.
Yeah, I'd just be laying on that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
be prepared with weapon.
Everyone standing on the bridge will notice, or I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry. First things first, as you enter the sector, Khalil's compad, as well as Schmendrick's compad will each receive a message.
Neat.
I'd like the record to state that
Oops.
my ringtone is mail, motherfucker.
So, as you guys look in, or as you stop jumping, all of a sudden you come to, that kind of like rest where you're no longer traveling at hyperspace, and the first thing that everyone hears is, mail, motherfucker! Ahead of you, you guys will see, basically a large, round space station. I don't really know how to reference size here. Definitely at least like half the size of Earth in overall size.
Size of the Death Star.
In
First one.
the middle of this sphere, there is like a single line that goes around it horizontally and a single line that runs around it vertically. So, depending on the side you come in on, you will literally see like a giant T in the thing with 4 quadranted areas of station. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Or
Okay.
a giant
so-
Rex.
And in the middle, you will see a small red dwarf star that appears to have a whole bunch of like metallic plates around it that like gleam light off of them. That's basically all you can tell. You don't know what they're for unless you know more than I'm telling you. And we can figure that out here in a minute.
Shiny.
And as you fly in, you will note that a hailing comes from the ship, or from the station, and it'll be, Regal Star Station, how can we help you here today?
Do we know where we need to go? Like
You
a specific spaceport, or
you know you were waiting on something from Camilla.
oh yeah,
What did the message on my compad say?
yeah. I want to check that.
Alright. So, can I just start talking to the voice?
Yes. Can I handle one of these things at a time so I don't get sidetracked?
All of them.
Okay. Colin, yours is a message from Camilla. It's a video recording. Smindrick, you have a message from the Bronze Glades Space Authority.
Okay.
And yes, Kiva, you can literally just start talking to it.
Well, hello there. It's good to hear a friendly voice out in the black. How are you doing?
I'm sorry. I am simply a automated system. I am here to help guide you onto the station, so that you do not have to go through the expense of opening extra bay doors to land on the area that you are actually trying to go to. How can I help
Well, you're
you?
doing a wonderful job. I was wondering, do you sell, is there a company called Starbucks on your station?
Ah, we do not have a Starbucks here. That is an old and decrepit old form of coffee making. We here have Space Bucks. The credits are great when you spend them with Space Bucks.
Do they make a decent, Java chip frappuccino?
Java chip frappuccino? What's Java? Searching database. No, they don't have a Java chip frappuccino. But you can find a lot of other assorted drinks, beverages, and other things to be consumed.
Ugh. Thanks a lot, Captain. I don't know if this is the place we want to be going. They don't even have Java chip frappuccinos here.
So what went through my
I
mind
shake my head.
immediately was, man, I could use a latte. Man, Idiocracy was a horrible movie.
Oh.
Do you want me to dock the ship, Captain?
But it's got Mondo. It's what the plants crave.
Brondo has what plants crave.
Well, I don't know where we're supposed to be going yet. I wanna watch the video.
You're gonna
from,
open your message?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say hold our
Right.
heading.
I'll just keep talking to our lovely friend here. So, automated machine, what do you do with your time?
I am an automated machine. I simply register when a new ship has showed up on location, hail them, and try and direct them to where they're supposed to be going. And then...
Well, that's...
you got a line ready? I'll give it to you before I give
Well, that
Colin.
sounds mighty interesting. Go on.
And the image will be there, and you will flip up your combat and press a button.
I'll just imagine that she's still talking in the background.
Right.
It macro zooms.
The yammering is still going on behind you
I
between
never
her and
stop.
the VI, and it's an image. It's a video of Camilla, and she's there, and she's like, "I hope I find you well here, Khalil. You are on Regal Star Station for a mission. We lost a scientist there. We also lost our post-it that had his name on it. You are looking for a Dr. Chavez Martin.
Walk and be like,
His
hey,
last
my
name is his
PC
first name?
swear.
His first name is Chavez. His last name is Martin. She won't actually say that
Chavez?
to you because this is a recording.
I know.
Dr. Chavez Martin. Dr. Martin Chavez? Whatever.
I like to think that she knows me enough where she says, yes, his first name is Chavez.
Okay, yeah. Dr. Chavez Martin. Yes. His first name is Chavez. He has been working on Regal Star Station for us for probably 5 years in what some would call a little bit of the discrete arts. We lost contact with him probably a couple months ago, a month ago, by the time you received this message. Sad thing. He was working on a special project for us. We need you to find him or find the project. The best I can tell you is he was staying in Northwestern Hemisphere. and he was working at the Regal Star Food Production Science Facility.
What was it? Regal Star.
Food Science, or Food Service Labs.
Okay. Is that it? Is there more?
She will
My hand
also, she will ping you with a couple different addresses. It'll give you the address of his last known residence, and it will give you the contact of his work.
Okay.
And then it will bleep itself out. Luckily, the message does not delete, so you have the ability to press play again.
Last known address and his work contact.
His work contact.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so, and in the background, we still got the. Well, thank you for the compliments of doing a good job. I am simply a program. I do what I do.
Well, I've never met anyone who was quite so dedicated to their craft. You're a
That's my message.
testament to the fine automated machines
One
all
sec,
around.
Steven, I'll give it to you.
If you were going to go... Oh, sorry.
You're good. Go ahead. I was thinking.
If you were going to go out on a Friday night automated messenger person, where would you be going?
I am an automated system. I do not go out. But what kind of entertainment are you looking for?
Basically, we need...
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna cut in and ask it where, or to direct us to the spaceport nearest the food science lab place.
Food Science Lab place? Yes, that is in the northwestern hemisphere, right? That's what I said. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Northwestern hemisphere. Let me light it up for you, and then like the planet in front of, or the station in front of you, there will be all of a sudden a square white lit bay open up, and you will see light shining out of one section, and it will also kind of rotate a little bit to help with your positioning on the station of where it is.
Okay. I want to just start sputtering on that way.
Now, back to the entertainment. You have selected the Northwest Hemisphere. In the Northwest Hemisphere, you can find one of our great clubs. Check out
Excellent.
Nova Dance and Stomp Arts.
Sunday.
Stunts.
I have to write down those words.
That sounds excellent. Would there be music and alcohol and dancing at these places?
Of course, in our clubs district, you will find all the things you need.
Alright.
All
Well, what do you think, guys?
That was to everyone, not me.
What?
I'm still in
Let's
the cargo hold.
Let's just get
Yeah.
there.
Alright, so I use the thrusters with the little buttons and I drive us in to that quadrant and park.
Okay. Okay, so we'll jump down to the cargo hold. And in the cargo hold, we have Schmendrick, reclined in his hammock. And he's got a message on his compad. You gonna open it?
Yes, I will open it. You said it was from the organization that Alyssa works for?
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll be 10 lines of code. And in that 10 lines of code, it will be basically, thank you for visiting our local library. We noticed while you were there that you were after information from this. Here is a small amount of new information that has been gathered recently. We would like to thank you for visiting our local libraries, and we hope to have more contact with you later. Make note, our services do not reach all across the galaxy. We can only send what we know. And it'll be like one of those kind of things. It'll have her seal on it, and in it you will have a recent news article, and it'll read Kadzuki Pirates take over Deacon Prime.
Are we saying this like my seal or like the seal of my like
The seal of your
people?
people. Your
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is governmental library seal,
Okay.
not specifically bronze
Yeah. Gotcha.
glades. This is
I
the
kinda
seal of
changed
USR3. Yeah.
Kind of changed the name of my faction on accident.
Is that all the information
Realize
there's
I-
in there?
It gives you the full news article. In the news article, you can read about the group of pirates, the Kazuki pirates. They're basically just stealing shit from ships traveling near Deacon Prime, and they're using it as a holdout.
Number, tech level,
For Deacon Prime, or for them,
the Pirates organization.
it talks about them using ship-to-ship combat to do all of their thefts and stuff, but it doesn't. You know they have ships. You know that they're traveling the galaxy. You know that they are currently held up in Sector 0304, which is the location of Deacon Prime, and you know that they've been having minor controversies with the Regal Star Station, as well as Terra Nova Station, because those two stations have not been receiving all of their shipments due to pirate activity.
Okay.
Okay. So we've taken care of news. We've just landed on Regal Star Station. You guys land in this like white lit bay, and as you land, the light shuts off, the doors shut, and you will hear a whooshing noise as oxygen is pumped into the area. And make note that this is like a single cargo bay space. As you flew up, you would have noticed that there were probably 10 or 15, probably more than that. There was like 2 full rows of these things on that section of the hemisphere, and you were just landing in one of your own bays. And once you land, the VI will once again ping you guys and be like, "Welcome to the Northwest Hemisphere of Regal Star Station. How long will you be staying?"
1 week.
How long will you be having us?
I had multiple inputs. I heard 1 week. 1 week? That is agreeable. We're glad you're here. Would you like to set up accounting now to handle any repairs, refuelings, or ship docking fee?
I'm just say pay later.
Paying later. Agreeable. Make note that the magnetic clamps will be attached to your ship once you exceed 500 credits.
What's the daily rate?
Each day will cost you approximately 15 credits with no additional supervision. If you would like repairs and things like that done, that will be done at an additional rate. If you would like us to have you refueled, we can handle that for you at cost. If you have any further needs, please feel free to talk to the Port Authority. Primarily, the only cost you should see is the time you spend with us.
Only a little creepy.
And then I'm just gonna search local local laws.
Local laws. As a new visitor to Regal Star Station, we are always prepared to help with our travelers. 'Cause you mean more to us than we mean to us. And you're looking at like a sun face with like a red spiky thing around it is what this guy's face looks like, and it's the Regal Star Cola logo like face. Just FYI. Local laws. One sec. Now I gotta read shit.
Basically, I just want to make sure I'm not going to get arrested for walking around with a gun.
Me too.
Me 3.
I don't carry guns.
Okay, let me read one more thing, and then I will know the answers to all these questions because I will know whether or not I have anything written down that matters. Yeah, no, you are more than able to carry a firearm with you. They do not want you carrying around like artillery and shit like that, but a pistol won't get you in any trouble at all.
Okay,
It's,
so it's standard
it's-
self-defense type stuff.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so what about where did I put this? What
Automatic
about
weapons are
a
self-defense.
combat rifle?
Automatic weapons are for self-defense.
A rifle won't get you in any trouble as long as it's slung over your shoulder.
Right.
Okay.
They don't want you to have a
essentially
grenade
small
launcher,
arms are
yeah.
okay. Small arms are okay. We can't carry around a fucking cannon.
There's a bit of disagreement on, whether combat rifle is just described as small arms or not currently. So I had to make sure.
Okay. Don't bring a fucking rocket launcher.
Yep. Next time. Okay.
And there's only one other thing that I don't know
If I
yet.
had a rocket launcher, I'd probably be carrying that. Because that's who I am.
I would like to imagine there's a rocket launcher on this game that is collapsible. Essentially.
I know, right?
There's no reason it couldn't be.
Got my CCW with a rocket launcher.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. That works. Anyway. I'm going to give you guys a description as you guys leave the ship here in just a second. I'm working on the last thing I'm trying to take care of. I haven't decided that yet. Anyway, okay. As you guys unload off into the thing, a metallic door on the station will slide open, and you guys will be in like the middle area. The station itself. Oh, we doing okay over there, Mr. Guy without headphones who can't actually hear me? Anyway, as you guys walk,
down.
you guys walk into the station. You will note that
I missed 100% of everything that was said in the last 30 seconds
okay.
because my shit was broke.
Okay, I'll start over. I'm also gaining the full idea of what it all is as I'm talking, so that's always helpful. As you guys walk out of the bay, there will be one minor retcon I'd like to make. The entire outside of that section of the station is all bays for ships to land in. As you walk out through the ship bay door, you will see a number on the ground and a letter that tell you what level you're on and what docking bay you are. We'll say you guys are in sector J12. Quadrant J12, whatever. Anyway, and you will walk out onto like a landing platform, or a walkway, what are they called? A catwalk, sorry. You will walk out onto like a catwalk, and an arrow will point down that says elevators that direction, and as you look over the railing down onto the area, you will see a giant glass curved dome that looks with, beams and stuff in between it, and a silver foil over it that allows you to kind of see spots where you can see the star that's in the center, but majority of it looks as though it's almost got like solar panel sheeting laid across it to gather the energy. And you will look down into a like large market. There's skyscraper, or like not skyscrapers, it's a hard way to describe that. Like pod bays stacked on top of each other, and a solid middle floor with a rotating system. So like if you need to go to a certain shop, you go up to it, you press a button, and it will move a platform up and down to where you want to be at each layer you want to be on. Does that make sense?
Fancy as fuck.
Fancy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. And you guys know that your doctor lived.
I know that. I still haven't told them
you haven't told
about
anything?
what we're doing
Okay.
here yet.
So you guys land, you walk out on this platform, you see the stacks and the lift systems associated with it. as well as an arrow pointing to a lift bay. Not an elevator bay, but a lift bay, where you guys can go pick up your own lift to travel about.
I don't.
Avanti!
Go pick up our own lift to travel about? Like,
Okay, so you guys have seen Futurama. You know, whenever we're talking about going to the old people's home and they hop on the little bay and they travel up to... You haven't seen Futurama, have you?
I haven't.
Okay, so... it's a grav platform that allows you to travel between the stacks. And there are gaps between the stacks for platforms to travel through.
Like the cars in that one movie with Bruce
I
Willis.
thought the old people
Fifth
told
Element.
me from they rearranged the building.
No, they took hover cars to it. Because if you remember, Fry goes up to the top of one and rips the top off of it to visit his niece and nephew. I think that's right. They
There
were...
are multiple occasions where similar things happen, and I guess it's different each time.
Okay, either
Probably.
way, it's a grav lab lift system
Yeah,
that
there's a grav
transports you
lab, so,
between
yeah.
pods that gets you
That's
to the
fine.
locations you want to go. Yeah,
Excellent. I don't trust this technology.
that's completely
Okay,
fine.
just get in the goddamn lift. We're leaving.
I crawl into the lift.
You look ridiculous.
Are you, like, actually panicking, or are you just being a turd?
I'm actually crawling. I'm not panicking, but I'm very uncertain about this open air vertical movement thingy.
I
mean-
will. I'll punch the address I have into my little compad so I know where we're going.
Well,
Okay.
we literally we
which-
don't have anything like this on Red Planet, guys.
Okay, let's discuss this scene. Like, as you guys walk up to the platform, the Khalil will walk up and he'll hit a button, and a few moments later, a like flat skid with a railing around it and a like monitor will like pop up next to the thing, and the doors on the pad will open, and the gate will open, allowing you to walk onto the lift. And you guys are all standing there waiting for this. Kiva, it just startled you as it like whoosh!
What in the bejesus
Yes,
is that?
Steven.
Can I hack the terminal to gain complete control of the grav lift?
I won't stop you unless somebody else does. Anyway.
Does it look like you're trying to hack the terminal?
It looks like I'm trying to hack the terminal, yes.
I'm gonna stop. Don't no. Just not Smindrick. Please don't do that.
Yes, Captain.
I feel like Colin's like team babysitter.
Smindrick like runs onto the platform and immediately pulls out his flathead screwdriver, grabs it, and gets ready to pop the panel off the front. And Khalil's like, no.
Work first.
Katara's still standing back from the platform, hasn't quite walked on, and Kiva's standing there like staring at it wide-eyed.
What is that?
But just think of how useful it could be on the ship.
I don't
We don't
We don't
that
have room for this
shit.
on our ship.
It's not that big. It can fit in the storage hold. And
If
then
we
we can
We
drive
don't
it
have
around.
room for this on our ship.
I'm actually on Khalil's side this time. I'm like, if we collect things, we need a bigger ship if we want to collect things. Get money.
I agree, we need a bigger ship.
I
I also
redirecting
think we need a
focus.
grab lift.
Refocus. I'm trying to refocus Mendrick. I'm like, we need a bigger ship. We need to get us money to get us a bigger ship.
To get money, we need to
Hack the bank.
do our job.
Or hack the bank.
Okay, I'll accept that explanation.
I don't think he has enough skill to hack a bank.
Yet.
Anyway, let's go.
Could we just shave some off the side to make it fit?
No, the platform is like 5 feet wide, the door is like 4 feet wide.
It's only a foot. Shave that.
6 inches off each side, you're just gonna take all the railings off, and no.
Failing.
Khalil, after you convince Smindrick not to hack the damn thing, and you get ready to type in the coordinates and get ready to leave, you will notice that Kiva is still standing on the walkway, staring at the lift.
What in the world is this thing?
It's an elevator.
I don't know what an elevator is. It just came out of the sky and it's open. It's just a platform.
Hold on a second. You've been traveling for the last 43 days through deep space and wormholes, but you won't get on an elevator that you can see where we're
Hey.
going.
It's just a space carriage. I can drive a space carriage, but I don't know what this flying floor thing is. I don't get it.
It's the same thing, except I'm navigating this time.
Don't know what is going
That
on.
is horrifying.
I have never seen anything like this before.
How many
in my
times
life.
have I helped you navigate the ship?
Just like a couple, 2, maybe 3.
Don't you
I don't
trust
know.
that? Don't you trust that I can safely navigate this elevator?
Do they have these on the planet you're from?
Of course.
Fine. And I crawl on and then I like glomp onto Colin's leg.
I just hit the button.
Which location are you headed to?
We are gonna go to his house.
Okay. The pod will kind of zip off, and you guys will travel down a few stacks and over a few stacks and weave in a little bit. And eventually you will get to a section of white pods, and it will pull up in front of one, and the railings will open, and in front of you you will see his address on a, okay. Imagine the room as there's a front little walkway, a door and a window, like a shitty apartment, and then there's just going to be his room inside, but there isn't like stairs leading up to that. You have to take a grab platform to get there.
Okay.
And
How long does it take us to go from our original spot to where we are now?
it'd probably take you a few minutes to travel that full distance. Let's call it 5 to be safe.
Okay.
Because
In that time frame, I want to tell the rest of the crew that we're looking for Dr. Martin, and that we're here to either recover him or his work, and that's all I want to tell them.
Okay. You guys hear that?
Dr.
I was
Martin
about to
Luther
ask
King.
that anyway.
Would you guys go ahead and discuss that as you walk up to the door?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so I crawled off of the platform, and I'm fine walking on land, ish, whatever it is.
You're standing on a concrete slab at least. That's
Yeah.
connected to a larger structure, yeah.
Looks like a floor.
Yeah.
What does his door look like?
As you walk up
Is
to
it-
the... As you walk
Is
off...
it like
yeah, go
forced
ahead.
in, or has it been long enough to where shit's repaired or whatever?
You will walk up to it, and you will notice that the top of the panel where he would normally put like his thumbprint to scan into the room, the metal piece that sits on top of that has been entirely removed. There is wires and like the thumbpad piece still there, but it looks as though it's been heavily tampered with.
Okay. Can I open the door?
You go to turn the knob and the door opens. You guys will open the door, and inside you will see, like, right as you look in, there will be like a small little like single person recliner that looks up against a completely blank wall. What's up?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. Can you give that first bit of description again?
The thumb scanner that allows you to normally open the door.
Stink butt. Need a drink?
Imagine, it's like this, where the thumb pad goes here, and this part is here, and the door is like that, This panel piece that would be on top of this, that would, like, frame in where the thumb scanner goes, that whole metal piece is entirely removed. You can see the exposed wires that would be around where the thumb pad scanner piece is, and it definitely looks heavily tampered with.
Can I hack into it to see if like someone has had a compad like personal thing connect to it and determine if who would have done that or whose it was if they did?
So you want to like hook your compad up to it and link it and see if you can get a log of the last openings and closings of it?
Yes.
Okay. You will pull up something. In it, you will get an error log as of January 8th. January 8th will have an error message, and there will be no marks after that at all. Right before that, you will see one at 8 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock. The one that is errored doesn't have a time showing, but it is listed after the 8 o'clock and the 5 o'clock. And pretty much consistently looking back through the logs, it looks as though he left at 8 every day and came back at 5 every day. With the exception of January 1st, where he left and came back sometime in the evening. Did you catch all that? I think I got it all.
Sounds about right.
He barely sounded important enough to me to pay attention.
He's a creature of habit, and he never really goes anywhere outside of work, it seems.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Meaning that somebody could pick up on his pattern very easily.
And if he was kidnapped or something, it happened at night on January... What was that date again?
It happened after 5 on January 7th.
What day is it now? Wasn't it February?
February 12th.
Yeah, because it took us 42
How
many jumps did we make?
It's been 42 days. Technically, 14 of those were your first mission. The rest of them were going to this location.
So it only took
Well,
us...
we wouldn't... Oh, so he was gone while...
After you guys had originally jumped, before you made it back, he went up missing.
Okay, so before we even finished our first mission.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense now. My timeline is now repaired.
Alright, go ahead. Proceed.
Anyway, as you open the door, you will see a small single-person recliner with a little, table and light on it. And the light's one of those little, dome lights that's connected to a corded, piece, so you can angle it in whatever angle you want, or you can lay it flat. Looking directly at an entirely white, plain wall. Behind that, you will see a small, science area, table setup, beakers, different minor things going on there, as well as a computer terminal. Looking deeper in there, you will see a kitchen setup, and laying on the floor in the kitchen, you will see a bright red apron. Then you will be able to look down a hallway to 2 doors, and what looks to be an additional door down that hallway that's part of the hallway. Does that make sense? I could draw that for you guys if you'd really like.
No, I think I got it. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Imagination.
Yeah, I'd like to do that to where it has to be described. Yeah. Anyway.
I'd like to walk into the room, motion to everyone. Pull out my gun, and dive over the couch.
Okay.
Smindrick, what the fuck?
After looking around, I would like to
tell-
stay clear.
I want to tell Schmindrick, see if he has any cameras or anything. Check his computer.
I'm gonna look at him and look at
was
Schmindick
heading,
and wonder,
yes.
being like, I didn't know you could dive and roll with it. Damn it,
That's a man
Wouldn't
that
say it
knows
was
how
very
to party.
graceful.
Wait, athletics check. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not that worried about it.
We know it was awkward as fuck.
Anyway, and as Smindrick begins to walk up to the computer terminal, he pulls out the chair, he sits down, he presses the button on the monitor, it loads up to a screen asking for a password and a username, and we fade to black for the week. Because it is just enough time that we can finish shoutouts and call this a show. Alyssa, give me some shout-outs. Go.
Bye.
That works. Okay, Christina, shout-outs.
Shout out to Meggie-chan, who comes and sees us on a regular basis. Yay!
Woo.
And that Twitter business. It's there. I'm done.
Okay. Steven, any shout-outs?
So, looks like Colin's going to be busy next week, so we're not going to do Pathfinder then again, I believe.
Correct.
Maybe the week after that we'll actually do a Pathfinder game.
Nope. I'm
No?
keeping my schedule. If we miss next week, we miss Rise, and then the following week we go back to Stars. And then the week after that...
After that, I should be good to go. I
Okay.
promise.
Uh-huh.
Minor sabbatical, but...
It gives me time to actually figure shit out because I'm just working way too fucking much and I have trouble switching gears between being in work mode and being in creative mode.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's a problem. Shout outs. Thank you for joining us on this, our nerd game.
Colin, shout-outs.
Yes. Thank you. Hopefully we get to flex how fucking brutal combat is in the next time we play, because I really either want to kill someone or see somebody get killed in this game because it's super fun. Tuesday, Far Cry Primal comes out,
You gonna stream any?
and I'm excited. I don't have enough time to stream anymore.
Oh, I can understand. You also have a most fucked up schedule ever.
Yeah, well now I have Thursdays and Fridays off. So, and Thursdays are for this and riding my bike. Friday is for riding my bike and doing laundry and grocery shopping and everything I should have done on Thursdays. But usually on Thursday I'm so wiped out that I get back from work at midnight ish and I sleep pretty much all day. And I'm like, oh fuck, I should go ride my bike. And I'm like, ah fuck, I'm supposed to do laundry and all this other shit. And then I do it all on Friday. My weekends are pretty much like normal people's weekends, just that I can't do weekend stuff with everybody else.
Gotcha.
So, is that going to be the way it is for a while then, not just February?
I mean, I can't guarantee anything else, but I would probably say for a while.
Fair assumption. So we're playing on Thursdays as of for now.
Yeah, until further notice.
Works for me.
Works for me too. I like Thursdays.
Okay, and I'd like to give a shout out one more time
Forgot.
to...
No, you didn't.
Nope.
She was first.
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to Circle and Crew. Thank you for the follow. I'd like to give a shout out to Margaret, or Margaret Chan, whatever you'd like to call her. Thank you for playing Cards Against Humanity with us last week, and thank you for being here this week. Your support means quite a bit. It's always more enjoyable when someone's watching. I'd also like to give a shout out to the cast, you guys. I feel like this week went a lot better and functioned, functioned.
I can't imagine why that would be, Joe.
And we will work on making this more of a consistent I show up and do my damn job kind of a thing, because that's what I'd like to think of this as. It's a hobby, but I should treat it like it matters. Anyway, we are going to get out of here. We'd like to say we'll see you here in 2 weeks. We will probably be playing something next Thursday whenever Colin is out. Possibly Cards Against Humanity, possibly something else. Follow me on Twitter at OKRPGuy, and that will let you stay up to date with everything happening. Yeah. See you guys next time.
Bye.